5 months ago this week, Sir Keir Starmer was basking in the joy of an election landslide. But that rapturous applause has been replaced with a chorus of criticisms. Life behind the black door has been beset by problems: scrapping the winter fuel allowance, freebies from donors, the resignation of his first cabinet member under a cloud. Just some of the challenges his team have stumbled through. So on Thursday, they're attempting to reboot his premiership with a plan to set measurable milestones for the public to track his progress on election promises.
Why are you needing to do this relaunch now? Why have you struggled so much in government compared to when you were in opposition?
We've been working on this plan since the election itself. We were elected on the basis of having these 5 long-term missions for the country. We wanted to do things differently. And now that we've done the budget, people can see what the priorities on spending and delivering will be over the next few years.
The Conservatives, trying to shake off a sluggish start to opposition, are focusing in on perceived budget miscalculations.
We believe fundamentally in our countryside and in our rural communities, and this is why this week we are asking Labour MPs to join us in voting to axe the family farm tax.
Welcome. Sunshine, no rain.
It was the Prime Minister himself in August who preemptively dampened the hopeful forecast for his government.
Things are worse than we ever imagined.
Labour attempted to course correct with some optimism at their conference in September. But the US election result has alarmed staffers, sharpening their focus on delivery.
If at the next election people are still struggling on waiting lists, if they're still having to put stuff back at the end of the weekly shop, it's hard to see how a Labour government gets re-elected, because they elected them on the pledge of changing those things. So delivery matters. I think the most important thing is that this week, can the government tell the story about what they're trying to achieve, and can they convince the public to back that vision?
But with the historic vote on assisted dying set to take up legislative and departmental bandwidth, not to mention surprises from global instability, telegraphing such firm targets may come back to bite.